Good morning, everyone. It's your girl Ware coming at you. We're coming to you on the early Saturday morning, the Sabbath day.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Yours only, 8-7. Yeah, Sabbath day. We're gonna talk about envious. Not envious. We're gonna talk about what else we gonna talk about? Oh, boasting. That's what we was gonna talk about on social media. We're gonna tell you the true nature of what's going on social media and everyday aspects of human lives. What's going on is that when you boast, they say that you're not supposed to, and that you put up about 38% of your life story. So everybody's not seeing clearly the true picture of you. You're posting only like certain things and like anything that's materialistic. All right, here's how it goes. It's wrong. Yes, it is. I've done it. Lots of people have done it. Getting a like is wrong. All this is wrong. This is part of some type of spiritual thing that's supposed to be happening. It's kind of funny how we all just inside the house and everybody's on social media like no other before in history. Now y'all gotta look at that how it's going on.
More
But
people on social
mhm,
media now than ever.
yes, it is. But I put it like this: me, I'm a boast about God, but clearly you only supposed to let it be shown. That's what they say. They say he don't like when you boast. He don't like it. So let me clarify it. Without him, you would never obtain anything or have anything. He gives it to you. It depends on how you go in your life about things. Now they say, "Oh, you shouldn't want to reap rewards from God." You shouldn't, but that's what He does. Just letting you know, you do the right thing, do the good thing, and He'll give you things. He'll do stuff for you as long as you do the right thing. And all I can tell you is that everything that is here, He had given to us in this house. So we see that, and we like to give back. We want to do things for people because of that, because that is part of his deal. So I don't gotta tell you nothing no more. Y'all see it. I ain't gotta say anything no more. Y'all see it and you know it. All right, I don't gotta say nothing. Everybody know it. Everybody see it. I said it. You know it. You see it. Now the deal is that you gotta find a connection with God yourself. Don't worry about what He's doing, what they doing. It's basically getting attention because when you boast, you get attention and you get bad reactions. I got plenty of bad reactions, but it's okay because it let me know who people really are. See, boasting isn't it's not on the top of sense; it's on the very, very bottom of sense, like the underlying underground sin.
I don't feel anything's wrong with it as long as you give your praise and your thanks to Yahuwah. Let everybody know that because of him, that is why you have what you have. Then I feel that is a totally different story. Yeah, but I feel as long as you give thanks to Yahuwah first, and I don't think there's any reason why you are not able to boast about what He has given you and be able to show off what He has given you. That, but that's how I feel on it. People have their own little ways of the way they feel
It's
about it.
talk too. It's basically it's talks, right? And it's opinions. Let me have you understand something about opinions. An opinion sometimes, or majority of the time, a lot of the times, does not hold merit or have a bone to stand up on, a backbone. You feel me? Because sometimes it's just opinionated, and opinions really aren't should not be really taken strongly. Especially, it goes like this: you ask somebody, what's your opinion on this shirt? Does it make me look fat? Well, that person should be able to just to tell you the truth instead of just giving their own opinion. Be like, no, I don't. To me, it don't make you look fat. It's a nice shirt, bro. Where'd you get it from? That's how people should go. But people these days they try to sugarcoat things, and this is when the opinions become stupid. When you sugarcoat it, all right, bro, how does this shirt look on me? Does it make me look fat? Nah. Do I look good in it? Yeah. Meanwhile, that person's thinking, I look better in that shirt. You see how life is, man? Life is just life, bro. And it's your choice to choose the way you live. But when you live in negative and you keep doing negative crap, he just it's just gonna keep being and doing the same thing and being the same way. It's always gonna be. You just ain't gonna get nowhere. You ain't gonna have nothing. Because he ain't gonna let you go nowhere. He ain't gonna let you get anything. That's the truth. And just to let you know, yeah, boasting is bad. Oh yeah, it's not good. But it's how you it's how you do it. So what you got to do is just let it be seen. So yeah, so start flexing. Just flex. You know what I'm saying? And be proud that God gave it to you. Be proud of God. You know what I'm saying? They say you can't be proud. You could well didn't take praise in God. Praise him and just be thankful that he gave you something. Just remember, without him, you ain't gonna have that computer. You ain't gonna have that car. You ain't gonna have no shoes. You ain't gonna have nothing. So you didn't get nothing yourself. You ain't not above him. You didn't do anything for yourself. He helped you get it. Everything. Everything. You ain't do nothing without him letting it happen. And I said, how is that possible? Well, he's just. He is just. He can do what he want and how he can. Oh, I don't believe in it. Well, you ain't gotta believe in it, but believe it, buddy. I know so. I'm living proof of when you do the right thing. I see what he do. If you do the right thing and you keep doing the right thing, he'll put you in different aspects in your life. He'll move a mountain. You feel me? He'll move it. He'll move obstacles out of your way. He'll allow you to go. I'm dead serious, man. He'll let you do something if you do what he needs you to do. Let's be positive and live according to life. That means you gotta start doing things with a positive tip. And that's what I've been trying to do for the past since like 2016, 17. Is I'm always here with my kids. I'm retired. I can go hang out places if I wanted to. I can ride my motorcycle with other people that are in a little bike clique. You know what I'm saying? Or I can go into East Tampa, hang out with all the people and get nowhere in life. Or I can go hang around family members that ain't doing anything in life. I'd rather just, hang with my kids, in a very nice community. That God put me in. He put me here. I'm dead serious. He put me here. He put me in everything. Everything. And only thing I can tell you is that you gotta talk to him. And you gotta just start praising him. And he'll change everything. But he just ain't changing for me. He changing for my kids too. So this is basically for my kids so they have a different life. Because I grew up on military bases. You know what I'm saying? Tanya grew up in Florida. You know what I'm saying? I grew up here in Florida too, but I grew up on military bases. I grew up overseas, so it was different. Moving back to the states and living in like 6 different states. All the way from like 1984 to about like 1990. You know what I'm saying? Just experiencing that, and then from like 76 experiencing moving around the continent in the United States, all the way from Arizona to Hawaii to Japan to Europe. You know what I'm saying? Back here to last to California to Florida. To what it was, Oklahoma. It just kept going. Arkansas, Texas. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really get to get good friends, but we did go to church and everything. But I did find out that your body is your temple. That's what your boy want anyway. He want to take your temple. He want your temple. He want your body. He want to destroy you. So you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things you gotta pay attention to these days. The foods, society. Who we got on here? Oh, let's see who this is. How you doing? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning to you. We're talking about boasting and about how it's not really good to boast. And yeah, I've done it. I can admit that. See, a proud person will never admit it, but a person that has faith will admit the things when they know they're wrong. And that's why I'm bringing this podcast to you to let you know, yeah, I was wrong. But I ain't got to tell nobody nothing or show anybody anything no more. You see it is there, and you know who gave it to me. And I'm going to tell you again, you want things in your life to change, start praying when times of trouble, when you have troubles and times. And that's the best time to pray. And when Saturday come around, start committing yourself to Saturday worship, read, find you something to get into Saturday. You know what I'm saying? But for at least what a good few hours. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, we're doing it. We're just like talking to you guys, letting you guys know that he do love you. He ain't never gonna turn his back on you. It's the people turn his back. And just telling everybody, don't boast. Don't boast. You ain't gotta post nothing up no more. You ain't gotta show nothing no more. But I'm gonna put it like this: wherever I do anything, you gonna see me praising straight up, and telling you straight up. If it wasn't for him up there, Lord upstairs, I wouldn't be doing this. And it's the truth. All the stuff the equipment that he allowed me to get, he helped me get all this stuff, man. And this stuff is not cheap. And I need to turn it into a positive role. I've been trying to do that. You know, giving out money that actually, we give out money because we feel that's the right thing to do. When you are a Judean and you believe and have a faith, you need to do stuff for people and you need to do stuff for yourself and your family. But you got to help people. You got to do things for people. You got to try to help people have at least some sane mind. Remember, this is the biggest outcome of people ever being on the coaxial at one point in time. They say this is the devil's plan. The devil is the man of premonition now on earth. That is the individuals that control stuff. But Lucifer controls the airwaves. So this is part of the airwaves. You get it? So this is the biggest. It's a controversy talking about, it's conspiracy talking about this. You know, about everybody coming online, boasting and bragging and everything like that, and then the underlying sin. Well, this is a energy buildup of all the people doing it is affecting the world because certain individuals in life, say somebody pick up a phone and they're living in a bad situation and they don't have none, so they start comparing themselves to you. Only 38% of your life is people see online, but the rest is not. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't post the whole life up online. Some people do. When you could tell when you look at the pictures, you could tell what type of lifestyle they're living. Well, people see that and they get upset. You know what I'm saying? Because the envy thing. But you shouldn't, covet against someone and they shouldn't boast and throw it in your face. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't have to, and they shouldn't. And my apologies for doing that to you. But you got people out there that talk a lot, say a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So two wrongs don't make a right, and I can admit that. But I'm the type of dude. I know I can say, "Oh, ask for forgiveness," but at the same time, bro, I'm not gonna be showed out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be showed out. Said something about tripped on, you know, but I ain't gotta say nothing no more. Absolutely not. I don't gotta say nothing. All that I can tell you is that He gave it to me. God gave me everything that you see, and that's all you need to hear now. And this podcast is for that. It's gonna push that narrative that He gave me everything. And I like to see somebody say something negative against that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure somebody will find
But
something.
that's all I that's all I really wanted to say. Just let people know that He has given us everything: the money, the games, you, the cars, everything. He has life. He's given us everything. Without Him, I wouldn't do none of this. I wouldn't ever be able to do none of this. I wouldn't be able to give my kids anything, do anything if He didn't allow me to do it. So I must have done something that was decent and good in life for Him to allow me to do things. All right. For me to have the opportunity, I had to do something good. And I'm going to continue doing what I feel is right. By admitting your mistakes as a man, that makes you a man when you can admit your mistakes. A grown man at that. And a man of wisdom at that. When you can admit a mistake. I apologize to everybody out there, the viewers. And again, I like to say, everything you see, God has given me. So get upset with Him. That's what you do.
So everybody, just remember, it's not good to boast, but if you do decide to boast, make sure that you always
Throw His name up first. Be like,
give His
hey,
name first. Look, guys, look what
you
Yahuwah
ain't even
gave
got to
me. You
post a
know what
picture.
I'm
Pull
saying?
up in it.
Yeah,
Walk up in it. And they say,
that's
oh,
all.
blah, 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 blah. Let it be seen. And then you tell them, well, God, let me get this. then they be like, oh, and then they're gonna be wanting to talk to God. But see, them people are chasing God for the wrong thing.
Yeah.
They need to chase God for the right thing, righteousness.
Exactly.
They're gonna
Exactly.
chase him for the wrong thing, but you gotta just know whole praise. Say, praise God, he gave it to me. I praise God, he gave it to me. He let me get it.
Always give thanks to him first, and always remember that without him, nothing, you wouldn't have anything that you have in your life right now at all, or even life itself.
Yeah, today's Sabbath. That means worship is today, y'all. That's in the Ten Commandments, man. Worship is today. Today is the worship, not Sunday. The Pope know that. The Pope did give a challenge talking about something. Well, we would like for a Christian to write us, to challenge us to move worship from Sunday back to Saturday. Well, the Catholics never had the right to do that. They broke that law. They broke that covenant law when they did that. I hope you know that. They broke that covenant law.
Right.
So you worshiping on the Sunday, you worshiping on the Sunday, and you worshiping on the Sunday, you ain't doing the right thing. And that's another thing. When I changed that minutes and minutes ago, that's when it got better for me. And I started listening and understanding things a little different. Like today, just admitting your faults and moving on and getting it right. That's all it takes. All right.
Sure. Everybody learns something new every day. And remember, people can always learn. No matter how old and how young you are, you always learn.
Yeah, ignorance ain't gonna learn though. Ignorance is the opposite of spirituality. Right? It's not gonna learn anything.
They learn, they just don't want to admit that they learned.
Like
They just would have evaded that ignorance,
yeah,
like you
ignorance.
said.
Because
Yeah.
they're too dang ignorant to want any
To want any
acceptance.
change, any
You beat me
yeah.
to it. Girl, where you at? You on left? I'm on 59. You're on 60. Wow, let me catch up.
Wow.
I'm serious, man. But it's just all it takes is for people to understand that it's you that gotta make yourself move in order for things to happen for you. So you gotta turn around and talk to him every day. It's a must. He must be on your mind, like he your father.
Yeah, but you still got to show that self determination to want to help yourself out as well.
Man, I think about him every day. I wake up thinking about it. I go to sleep thinking about God every day. That's how good he's been to me, how great he's been to me. God is great. God is good. I'm telling you. Hallelujah. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, he is. And I'm going to continue doing the right thing by understanding and admitting your faults and asking forgiveness and move on. And this podcast is meant for those that felt an effect from what I said or from what I did. I like to say to you, I apologize to you. Because I know I might have affected you in your life that you're living. And I know it's hard out there. But it was only projected to those that who are trying me and saying, because how can you just sit up and let anybody say something to you and not say something back? You could turn your cheek and walk away and they just keep coming back and back and back. But in real life aspects, they ain't that hard. They ain't that tough. They just talking because they behind a mic. That's what's wrong with social media. It's got a lot of wannabes and a lot of wannabe tough people on there. And a lot of talkers for real. It can't back nothing up.
But that's all they are, talkers. All talk and no action. But it's all good. You let you know who handled them.
Well, that gear the gear that was given to me by God, I'm gonna keep taking that gear and putting it to the mission. Keep winning, cause He gonna let me keep winning. God gonna allow me to keep winning. If He don't want me to win, He ain't gonna let me win. You know them days. And if He gonna take it away, He'll just take it away. He ain't taking nothing away because I must be doing something right, and I'm gonna keep doing the right thing. Learning, growing, and admitting your faults and moving on. Never cover up a mistake. Never dress it up. Just address it. Don't bury it. Don't adopt it. discuss it. Then after you discuss it, vanquish it. Correct.
That's right.
Because that type of sin needs to be thrown into a abyss of darkness. Like a portal just needs to open up, and all the bad stuff just needs to be thrown in the darkness portal and forgotten forever. And it wouldn't be like that on this earth. If you could take all those entities and throw them in a hole, because they're emotions, all those entities, and throw them in a hole, man, and get rid of them, you wouldn't have sadness, all this other stuff on earth. You wouldn't have it. And people don't realize that this is a spiritual thing, because the spiritual world has a lot of connection to the physical world. Because you're forged from the spiritual world to the physical world. You know, a lot of people ain't gonna understand that. You know, quantum physics will help you try to understand that a little bit. Quantum physics, if you learn about quantum physics, it can help you understand that. And if you can learn about God, time, space, and matter, you look those things up, you learn about those things, it also helps you understand a lot more. Because then you understand space. But space isn't what you call it. It's actually called the void or the vast void. And it's not what you expected. It's more and far beyond question what you can ever imagine what it is. Because I'm still starting to understand its makeup, the constellations, and the makeup of the constellations, and how and what's going on with the stars. All I can tell you, every year there's over 1 billion stars born, and the solar system's still building. All the way from the end to the beginning, still going. All the middle stuff in the middle has already been made. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't understand that, what I'm talking about, you ain't gonna never understand. So I get off that subject. But we just wanted to talk to you guys about boasting. Social media is the problem to this day. Ever since COVID, the coaxials are busy. Okay? Everyone and their mother is on social media. I look on Facebook, everybody, all they want is likes. All they want is likes. And posting material things. That's everybody does it. I even done it. You've done it. Even the ones that hate to see you post something, because they ain't got it. Because they don't like people. They don't want the
people having
better. But at the same time, them people are doing it for mostly like attention. And when you do it for attention, you get a lot of people that are already a negative lifestyle, and they view that as you living better or you superior.
Right.
If you view that as superior, boy, you is ill. You are ill. Motherfuckers, listen, a mug is on Facebook posting, man. Come on, man. I can see if you was on some rich social media that costs like $100,000 to be on it in like 5 months. You know what I'm saying? Then it's a whole nother story.
Right.
But there's nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it would be really mattered.
I feel you.
This is the fruity thing of the internet. Let's talk about the internet and what the problem with the internet is. Too much information is on it.
Yeah, way too much. You can get anything off the internet.
The dark web. Bad place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never been on it, but I've
Don't
heard
go on
about
it.
it. I've heard
on it.
about it.
Don't go. I think we pulled it up one time over here. It was on its own server, web server. And it's like an illegal server. That's what it basically was.
I think you have to. Don't you have to have a VPN to
Yep.
access?
Yep. You have to have a VPN. Because you didn't want nobody to know where you were living. But people are stupid buying stuff off of there, getting drugs sent to themselves. You know, and it goes to show that people still don't understand what's going on. So let me explain what's going on. The man that made the microwave for the modem has been missing for some years. That made microwaves been missing. Microwaves, they carry radioactive material in molecules. They press it in the air as the signal gives out. It radiates radiation. So don't sleep nowhere like 5 feet around it. Don't sleep nowhere near it, especially if you're a female growing up. It can ruin those eggs. It can do a lot of things to you. Microwaves. Read about it. Well, the coaxial is that black or white hard wire that comes in from the wall with the copper fitting and the copper stud in the middle. It goes into the female portion of the wall, and it goes into your router. That is the coaxial. Right. The coaxial, they say, is allowing deities, demons, and everything into your TV and into your devices through the web. The people that supposedly own it are supposed to be some dark forecasting people that are secret society. And people don't listen. People don't care. Your chicken is bad. Your turkey is bad. Your beef is bad. And people are dying. And that's sad. You gotta look what's going on when kids are dying out there. People are dying from cigarettes. And the worst one is that right there. What's it called? The vape pens. They die from the vape pens more than what they die from the thing. Vape pen death is higher than cigarette smoke death. That's crazy. Man had to get his legs amputated. All right. In the early beginnings, when they were doing radiation tests in the 40s and the 50s, they was allowing kids to chew candy with radiation in it and drink water with radiation in it. People's jaws were falling off, everything. And then put the soldiers out there on the field out there in Nevada and Arizona, and while they Nevada, when they're dropping the bombs, had the soldiers hide in the hole, get up and walk towards it. Go watch the films. Right? Bikini Bottom, y'all laughing about this and y'all think it's a joke. No, Bikini Bottom was a testing ground for nuclear explosions. And it damn near killed everybody on the island. Okay? And it made them sick. It made their vegetables sick. It made their fruits, their crops sick. And these people looked like aliens, like they were Pacific Islanders, Asian Pacific Islanders. Okay? And Bikini Bottom is a real place, so they make a cartoon about it. Everything down there is mutated. Remember that. Everything down the Bikini Bottom is mutated. The sharks are. So go watch a documentary on that. And you'll see that the Bikini Bottom cartoon is just telling you the truth, but y'all really don't know it. Everything down there is crazy, right? Well, Bikini Bottom is a really crazy place. While they was doing those tests, they sent soldiers out there. They came from the Army Air Corps. Army Air Corps, they changed it over to the Navy, and they took them soldiers over. They had them soldiers on the boats. What's her name's father? What that girl named Gigi? Her father was on that boat, one of those boats in Bikini Bottom. He told me the story. Where they were rinsing the boats off with hard water pumping from the ocean. So the hard water molecules is what rinsed the radiation off the ships. And these ships, a lot of these ships had been in World War II, all right, and World War I. And they brought them out there and did a test on them. And they put these soldiers on them to test them. And they made them sick and ill. They didn't want to pay them up, but they paid some people. You know what I'm saying? They gave a hard time about it. Regina Daddy just died not too long back from cancer from the particles off the ship in Bikini Bottom. That's crazy. And he kept telling me, look at Bikini Bottom. I looked it up. And it was crazy. The coaxial can be used for two things. Positive and negative things. But use it the right way. Because God watching everything.
Utilize it the right way.
He watching everything. Mm-hmm. Listen to this.
No all sees all.
I seen the song the other day. I do it for my people. You seen that video? I do it for my people. You ain't seen that yet? It's some older gents, some older black gents. And it made me feel like, wow, that's good to see that older rappers, you know, they were underground. One of them I knew of, and I was blown that he was on there doing it. And he's still looking like he's trying to still be a gentleman. He's older than me. He's like probably like 53. You know what I'm saying? But they out there still rapping and doing their thing. So it's a song called I Do It For My People. For My People. Look it up. For My People, I Do It For My People. For My People is quite a bit of older rappers in there. That's a good song. You know, it's political. There's a lot to say to the community and to black communities especially for the society. Because see, like I try to tell everybody, man, that rap music got to come together on here. And if rap music came together, it'll ruin Devil's Plan.
Change everything. Change everything.
And make Lucifer upset. But see, people think that the plan that he got is different. No. Lucifer's plan is this. He just feels that he is God. but he doing God's job. He doing God's work because God allows him to do these things.
Right.
So if God did not want him to do them, he'll take him away and put him away and lock him away.
Right.
Because this entity is still alive. People don't say, "Oh, where's he at?" Well, I read scriptures and stuff, and I read a scripture. I can't remember what scripture it was, but I remember quite a few of them that I was reading, and the stories in them, they're stories, but these are stories in heaven that people are being told, by God. Because listen, they said that there's two ways that spiritual entities get a hold of you. They said one is trying to help you better yourself in your life. The other one is using you, showing you things that you don't need in life, putting you like your fantasies and your sexual fantasies, so it can get the energy from you to manifest a pure consciousness because of you. I said, how is that possible? Emotions are entities. The feeling is an energy. It's a negative thing. It's a lie. But it's alive in this realm differently than what it is in the next. Because words, people don't listen and look at it like this. If people would have put a different type of hearing instrument on and heard conversations of human beings through this type of phone, they would be astonished. They would be blown. Because all you hear is, and all the humans are talking. That's what you're going to hear. It's weird. Those are frequencies. That's what's normally carried. Every time we speak, it's a frequency.
It sound frequency.
Okay, out there in space, it's frequencies. When they talk, it's frequencies.
Right.
When spirits talk, it's frequencies.
Right.
When they come through, it's frequencies. But you can't even recognize them. People say it's tones and those loud pitches you hear in your ear. So imagine you're in the water and you speak. It's a frequency under the water when you speak, right? Okay. And if you're on the other side and you have a special microphone, you can hear it clearly say, "I'm on the oxygen," right? But if you didn't have that, it'd sound like a whole another language or a whole something else that's unrecognizable, and you can't pay attention, but you hear it, but you don't know what's going on, right? Well, if you're hearing buzzing tones in your ear and stuff, just imagine that's coming from somewhere else. A lot of people, oh, that's crazy, but frequencies coming from that realm to this realm, it'll be a frequency. That's what I come to a conclusion of. It'll be a frequency because you speak in frequency. God speaks in frequency. The space speaks in frequency. We all speak in frequency. You see what I'm saying? So it's a tone that you can't hear. But if you had a special microphone, you would hear it.
Right.
Weird, huh?
Yeah.
You ever thought about that?
I know we speak in frequencies. I know everything that makes a sound has a frequency, so.
Yes, it does. I was trying to understand things a little bit more better. So now I understand that a lot of things have to do spiritually.
Right.
It's not a spiritual battle happening. It's not a spiritual wage of war. It's none of that. The devil's only doing the work of what Lucifer tells him to do, but Lucifer is doing the will that God allows because of how people are. You understand? Like people think there's actually just two places, hell and heaven. It's all actually just one realm. You know what I'm saying? It's just the lower parts of it. You see what I'm saying? When he made things, he put things because he's got other types of angelic creatures. When he made things, he made other things angelically creatures too that are up in the 11th century dimension. Read about the 11th dimension. Understand that that's what everybody feels that he is. That everything is like some type of time paradox or some type of infinity thing that keeps going on and on and on, and it has other places like multiverses,
Right.
multiple universes. You know, that's what they talk about and say that we all up against, and that it's all combined with him, and that this thing happens more than one time. So when you get into the scientific nature, trying to understand things, but these scientists are Christians or Catholics, and they're talking about this. So that's where I'm getting it from.
Right.
I'm not listening just to science. I'm listening to people that believe in God, and they start saying, "Listen, we read these Greek Bibles, we read these Roman Bibles, and there wasn't a word aliens back then. The word aliens didn't come into existence until about like 1933 after a disaster happened out there in Russia, where that comet fell from the sky. They talked about it falling over a city called what's that city? The Roman city, Pompeii.
Pompeii.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that those type of things have happened before, just randomly. That God can show that he has power by nature. Was it golly? You know, they say he showed up as whirlwind, fire, and
His wrath.
look, he beat out Val. Remember that story? Where they took off the 400 members of Val. They went out there to the hills and they were praying to light the fire, for Val to light the fire. Val couldn't light the fire. And then the next day, your boy showed up. He threw the meat up on we put the 12 stones up to represent the 12 tribes of Israel, and threw the wood up there, and threw the meat and wet it, and then dug a trench around it, and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed, and God struck it with lightning and lit it on fire right in front of all of them. And then he take all of their Baal priests down to the river and killed every one of them.
Because he showed he was.
Yeah, because they wasn't supposed to be in Yahuwah. They weren't supposed to be nowhere in Yahweh or nowhere in Israel. It's like, remember, they split in two different places. Israel and Yahshua, the tribe split. It's crazy. And the land was overrun by people that are there now called Hassarians, and they have European blood. So how can a Hassarian come to America before the natives did and be here? That's not true. Those people were indigos. That means we were black. So there's a lot of truth that's not being told. Where I tell you what though, he what he did for me was, when I started paying attention to him and started realizing I was wrong about a lot of stuff, he started leading you and giving you information. So you start learning more. So you start getting a lot of knowledge that's uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
And the knowledge that you gain is uncommon because you from the hood. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of the people that you went to school with went to college and played ball and moved on. But a lot of the boys that didn't play ball and went to college, they so dope and they hang in the corners and stuff. And when you talk to them, you can't talk to them about nothing. You can't talk to none of the youth about putting the guns down. You can't talk to them about conforming. Like, what I mean by talk to them is, hey man, look, check it out. Let's do some different type of style. We instead talk about girls, cars, and clothes. When I was in the music industry, all they wanted to talk about was like, I said, man, we should be talking about what's going on in the city with the police department and the council. And nobody ever wanted to talk about it. And look what happened to town.
Off the chain.
They plotted that. They knew that was going to go like that, and they knew that was going to go that way because it'll give them some type of initiative. So they'll come up with these operations every time, and they coming in and manhandle people, pull people out of cars. Oh, this is an operation. You guys need to comply. Whoa, what is this? It's a government operation.
Mm-hmm.
But now the U.S. Marshal finna get involved in Tampa, and they are what you call a target city. What I mean by what I mean by target city is that you should have never cut off anyway. I don't understand why my thing be timing out like this. I have to take. Go ahead.
So what were you talking about? What do you mean by target city?
What happened in Baltimore? I think it was Baltimore. Was it Baltimore? I think it was. Or was it Boston? Well, they were having problems in this certain Pacific city with a lot of murders, a lot of drug deals. But at the same time, they were having problems with the police department in the city. The police department is one of the world's most corrupt police departments in the United States right now and in the world. Caught up in a scandal. They have so many officers arrested and indicted by U.S. government, their Federal Bureau of Investigation. Okay. And what they discovered was that in one of their aerial views, the camera is set above the city for 24 hours with some type of special drone that can sit up there and take panoramic pictures like snapshot pictures, frame by frame, frame by frame, frame by frame, over the whole city. And what you can do is you can zoom in on things. And they zoomed down and seen these police had made a lie and they killed somebody. So those target cities, now the police department like, oh no, we don't want that, because they don't want to be caught up in their own thing.
Stuff, right?
So you know when it's over. That's when the cops don't do any shootings in the city, because they know when it's there. We ain't seen no shootings in the city by Tampa Police Department at all.
No.
Okay, and they have a drone above the city of Tampa. I really believe that.
I would doubt it.
All right, and they watch everything and they don't do anything. You know why? It's a way that the U.S. Marshal, it's a private company that's hired by the police departments and the government to come over and watch troubled areas. And what they do is they get enough information to indict every last single one of you for out there selling drugs up under the spotlight. Then they go look and see how many churches around there, daycare around there, if an orphan house is around there. You see what I'm saying? They're serious. How many kids live around there? Boy, they is on it.
They know.
Right?
Stupid.
And they don't understand that ghetto attitude, manipulating the environment, it just ain't the same. Gang, that is lame. It don't work no more. It been stop working. Once they got a whiff of the game, ghetto attitude, manipulating the environment, then once they got a whiff of that,
it's a wrap.
It became lame. Real. I gotta give one for that one. For lame. I gotta give one for lame. Yeah, serious, man. So things in the city have changed. But Black Lives Matter need to step up.
Yeah, I read an article the other day saying that a lot of people are moving out of the big cities and a lot of states and moving into like the more rural areas now.
Because people tired of the shootings. But it's gonna come out. It'll start coming this way.
It's gonna end up coming, yeah, sooner or later. Yeah, it will. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's when you gotta like sell your house, move somewhere else.
Yeah. More rural area.
You gotta. I learned, man. You gotta get away from them cities. Them cities is not
where the problems are.
That's where all the problems are.
Yeah.
The further you can get away from them cities,
the better.
The better it is, because something happens. Remember, Tampa is a central command.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Russians got some nasty missiles.
So something happened.
You heard me?
Yeah.
They got some nasty
something
missiles.
was to come. That'd be one of the first places that.
They got some nasty missiles, bro. Some nasty missiles. 50-mile radius, 25-mile radius, something like that. The blast goes, oh, that's a lick of fire. No, bro. The only place I hide is in the refrigerator. In your refrigerator.
That's crazy.
Yeah, serious. In your refrigerator. That's the only place you can survive it. Is in your refrigerator.
Fit nut mug.
Sacrifices had to be made. Genocide. Daddy, no. Sorry, people.
Y'all better go ahead and live on and save yourselves. I live my life. Right? A lot of sacrifices are going to have to be made. But you always want to make sure that you're ready for that day.
Yeah, you'll never know when it's coming.
You never know. But you still want to make sure you're there.
So far, I think.
And prepare for it.
Yeah, we okay right now. Now we got a new president.
You think so?
Well, I know it ain't gonna be no threat from Russia or North Korea.
Yeah.
If anything, it's gonna be.
He's trying to how do you say it? Build the bridges back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to do. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's trying to get our allies back, like Germany, and I think they said France as well is another one that he was trying to build ties with again because Trump broke the ties with Germany.
No, they want to build ties with them. They're happy. You see the whole world celebrating.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
you see all the people and they but they fighting. And yeah, you see the people over there in France. Yes, Biden is now president. Hey,
a lot of people were happy that he was president.
They was online. All the governors, even in Africa, even in South America, even the Armenian president. Come on now.
A lot of people are happy.
They was happy. You know what I'm saying? And then, I wanted to say something about them. These people, I was watching the stuff, and these people that sat there and was like, oh, he incited it, right? That looked like it was actually a plan to make it the way they putting it together to be, but it does look like some people there had some tactics. There were a lot of game players there. If those crowd of people, if the police would have just like moved aside and the secret government would just move aside,
they would have went what?
And let democracy take place.
Yeah,
that's democracy. They know it. It's democracy. The police was supposed to move when things ain't right. But see, I don't think that was right. But when things ain't right, democracy is supposed to allow us to come up inside the Senate and the Congress and sit up in there and talk as people, me and you, able to go up in there and talk to them, right? That each citizen should be able to represent the masses,
the people, right?
That's right,
right.
Because see, the people are missing from that theater. So let me advise y'all.
Yeah, because it's just the government.
They don't let us come up in there and talk. It's just the government. They invite you. They listen. They're that's democracy. You are like, if there's a problem, you're mad, you're supposed to be able to go up there and say something to them. But see, what they're afraid of is that you'll come up there and you'll want something and you'll take something from them. That's democracy, bro. For real. They don't want you to know that. But now they gated it off after that. I think that was a setup to keep democracy from happening.
Keep people out. Right?
Yeah, because in the Senate, people like me and you are supposed to be able to make an appointment and go down there.
Yeah, exactly. Make an appointment.
It's just like this in the city, your city council, okay?
Yeah, then people didn't make no.
Look, you can go in front of the city board.
Mm-hmm.
You can go in front of
the state government. That's why they have city council meetings.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can go in front of the city board. You can go in front of the state board. You can go in front of the county board and talk to them. Look at those films. The people getting upset. That's democracy. The Senate don't want you coming up there. The Senate will listen to only the white rich folks tell it, or the right people with the right price to tell it. You get it? Congress and the Senate were always chosen by the wealthy 1%.
Right.
All the way from,
not by the
from
people.
1700 all the way up until the 1800s.
Not by the actual
Not by
people.
the people.
Right.
Not by the people. But read about that. They allowed the voting to go. But see, y'all got to look at what Pluto and all them were talking about. Because see, they wrote these ways of democracy. And they said that democracy is deadly. Why? Well, we have to keep these people down. How do you do that? Two things you got to do to people. You got to keep them out of the political theater. So you got to depoliticize them.
Depoliticize them, right?
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can't allow them to get rich at all. So they can't come up in there. But you will allow the people that came from the bottom up that became rich or became wealthy up in there. Because you consider that actually second class, but not first class. The people are viewed as fourth and third class, third and fourth class. Police officers and military personnel are second class citizens. Doctors, second class citizens. Actors, movie stars, sport players, some are first and some are second class citizens. But if you're a senator or wealthy, you're a first class citizen. That's the 1%. Those people ran America from the 1700s all the way up until the 1800s. Okay? And then you got the Klan coming up there marching and for Republicans. And then the Republicans switched to the Democrat side, and the Democrats switched to the Republican sides, and black people were at one point in time Republicans. And then the whole theater of the political game changes in America. And people don't see that. They forget about a God. They stop worshiping him, but they decorated the day 4th of July to him. So the nation's confused. Just like Babylon was, just like Israel was, it was confused. You can't have two gods. You can't. And then one guy is a warrior god. Because all European nations felt that they were warriors. Right? That was something they did to feel that a nation can only be accepted if it had a war goddess and mounted in front of her, giving her spirit, the country's spirit, to fight. So letting every other nation know that you will fight. So if you go look at all the other nations, they got statues of war goddesses. People don't know that. America's one of them. Right? Canada got it too. You see what I'm saying? It's those statues with the females with shields and stuff. You don't recognize that. But it just keeps going on and on and on in America, man. It just, when they brought that noose out there and they brought that guillotine out there, man, they ain't like that. And I don't know.
Hey everyone. So we're gonna close it out. We just thought we would come to you and bring you a little bit of a podcast this morning and let you know that it's not good to boast. Remember, it is not. And always, always give thanks to Yahuwah. Always, always. Don't forget also, you guys, we still have our 450th subscriber giveaway. We have a $50 PSN card that we're going to give away. We are not too far from there, you guys, so come on now. Get some family, friends, somebody up there. Let's get it. We want to give it away. And then we also have coming up one of our video hunts as well. We're going to be giving out some PSN cards. And remember, the more people that come and participate, the more that we give away. And remember, you have to be subscribed in order to participate. You have to be subscribed in order to participate. And in the US as well. Or if you just want to participate, you can. But just make sure you are subscribed, okay? Well, we hope you guys have a wonderful Sabbath day. And thank you for joining us on TBYG. We are out, you guys. Bye.